One of the missions of the National Weather Service is to provide weather forecasts and warnings for the protection of life and property. And one way that local Weather Service offices do this is by issuing severe thunderstorm, tornado, and flood warnings. Now, for decades, those warnings have been issued by county or portion of county, but that will change beginning next week. Under the new system, warnings will be based only on the projected track of the storm without regard to county boundaries. The warning area will be a polygon, the corners specified by their latitude and longitude. In a pilot study of this so-called storm-based warning system done 2 years ago at 25 National Weather Service offices, the total area and total number of towns warned were reduced by about 70%. And a related economic study estimated this would save almost $50 million per year. Let's take a look at a severe weather day from earlier this summer to compare the current system to the new one. Now, this is June 8th, and on that day, a squall line of severe thunderstorms produced about 80 reports of severe weather damaging wind and large hail in Pennsylvania. Now, here's the radar from around 9 p.m. that evening. The squall line stretched from Tioga and Bradford counties in the north all the way south into York County. Now, at this time, severe thunderstorm warnings were in effect for all or part of about a dozen counties along and ahead of the front. Those warnings covered more than 6,000 square miles and affected approximately 1.2 million people. Now, to see how the new warning system might have changed things, let me focus on the Harrisburg area, specifically the warnings that were in effect for Dauphin and York counties. The thunderstorms were generally moving east, so storm-based warnings would have probably looked something like this. And notice that the severe thunderstorm in Dauphin County would have likely passed north of Harrisburg, so the capital city may not have been part of the warning. And it's a similar story in York County, where the severe thunderstorm may have stayed south of York. Eliminating just those two places would have dropped about 100,000 people from the warnings. Now, there still are some kinks to be worked out in this new system. For example, if you get warnings through a NOAA weather radio or through the FCC's emergency alert system, they will still be based on counties, at least for a while. Also, when more than one warning is in effect for a county, that's easy to show graphically, but it's hard to describe verbally. And finally, there are some weather-related factors. For example, thunderstorms that turn right or left as they move are tough to forecast and certainly pose a challenge in this new polygon-based system. And stream and river basins are often oddly shaped, so the boundaries of flood warnings can be tricky to describe too. Still, this storm-based system should improve the quality and the accuracy of the National Weather Service's severe weather warnings. The new system officially rolls out nationally on Monday. And Fred will give us a sense of whether it'll get much of a workout on its first day in the extended forecast next.